Hi everyone, my name is Steffi and welcome back to my channel. So this is another episode of the Corona Chronicles. Today is Thursday. You're probably going to see this on Friday. I'm probably just going to set it to upload on Friday and then it'll be live. Because tomorrow I am going over to Andy's house. Um, and I know I'm supposed to be social distancing, but we are engaged and I do like to see him and I only get to really spend a lot of time with him like every 2 weeks. So if he was going to catch anything or I was going to catch anything, we would know it before we were together because that's the time period of how long it takes to catch this stuff. So I don't really have a cold anymore, but I think I'm now like developing allergies from seasonal stuff going on. This week has been weird because it snowed twice, and it snowed once to the point where it like blanketed the whole ground, and it has been very cold. So usually when I go outside to smoke, I have a patio chair out there, and it's like sitting against the house. I actually had to turn it because the wind has been coming from the west so much that it just is so cold. Like my cigarette doesn't even stay lit, so I have to turn my chair in order to sit down and have a smoke break. This week was very crazy, but I wouldn't say it was anything that I can't handle. I'm definitely kind of realizing, since this is my new normal, that it's going to be okay. And that at the end of this, I will eventually be sitting back at my desk and the kids will eventually be in school or daycare or whatever. And this will come to an end. Like, this is not going to last forever. With that being said, I have had a very stressful week, and I just am like my boss even said today, if you guys want overtime or if you want to skip your lunch, email me and let me know. I'm okay with that. And I did decide to stay for a little while and finish the project I was working on. Um, Not only because the overtime was approved, because they have been very strict on our overtime since we've been home, but also because if I didn't get that project done, I would have to do it in the morning. And usually in the morning, I have a lot of other things that I have to do when I punch into work. So I wanted to get this kind of squared away, get it done, get it over with, not have to deal with it tomorrow. And some things, if you wait on them for too long with this job, you end up doing more work later to catch up. So it just didn't make sense for me to wait. And the boys were outside playing with the neighbor boys anyway, so we just ended up starting homework a little bit later. Today was our first day doing homework in the evening, and I kind of got into my reasonings why in the weekly vlog. But all in all, it did go pretty well. So even with us getting a late start to it, it did go pretty well. And, I just actually got another packet right here for OT, Student Writing Handbooklet. And it's pretty simple. Every page is different, but it's pretty much the same. Um, Very much that. And there's a little letter in here that she sent with it. So we'll be starting that next week. She also did send a card, but Carter was on the phone with his grandma, so I didn't want to disturb him. So I will let him open this card tomorrow because it has his name on it. And plus, when kids get mail, because Carter did ask me if he got mail, and this actually has his name on it, not my name. Kids love to get mail, or anytime we get a package in general. If like when their toothbrushes came in and my BoxyCharm came in, they ran to the door to meet the UPS guy and just like grabbed the boxes from his hands. They're like, "Thank you," and slammed the door in his face. Like they're very much like that way. And anything we get, they're like, "Let's open it! Let's open it now!" So Carter will be very happy to have that. But yeah, Carter did get to talk to one of his grandmas today on um, Facebook Messenger, so he was very happy to do that. And Maddox also gets to do that with his dad too when he doesn't see him during the week. And I feel like it's a good opportunity for the boys to still get to see family and see what's going on with them and talk to them. And it is sad that they don't get to be together right now, but I know eventually they will. And, hopefully the boys will appreciate that time with them more and understand you're always going to have your phone, you're always going to have things at home. But when you go to see family, it really is special, and you should enjoy that because you're not going to be with them forever. So, yeah, that is that. I don't know. Pretty much just average Thursday, aside from being super, super busy. But this whole week has been crazy. Everybody's getting their stimulus checks. Like, but my house has been like a zoo this week. Like, seriously, Carter has his phone call with his programming people at 1:30, and it's a video call. It's on Google Hangouts. Today, I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. Was so absorbed in my work. Usually I bring out the laptop, I get it all set up for him, I log him in, and then I leave it, and they'll call him, he'll answer it, and he'll do his thing, and then when he's done, he just closes the laptop, and that's that. Today I forgot, so the guy showed up here. He did have a mask on, which I appreciate. But he saw the state of my house, and he said, Carter, I'm going to need you to clean this up. I didn't ask him to do that. That was him just seeing the mess and knowing, like, this needs to be cleaned up. Now, I'm going to warn you, this week's video is going to be a little bit long. I have edited part of it already, and that was about 20 minutes long. So putting all the pieces together, it's probably going to be a pretty long video. And there is a part in the vlog that I had to cut apart and put back together because part of it got corrupted. So when you're watching the end of the vlog, just know that part of it did get messed up. So if you guys see that and you're like, what the heck happened? That's what happened. But I did end the video right after that, so you didn't really miss out on anything. But the boys are sleeping now, and yeah, I'm just excited for this week to be over, and there's so much that happened this week, and yeah, I mean, there was all the snow came, we had Easter, changing how we're doing our homework now, just a lot of different things going on. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Stay tuned for my vlog for all of our little goings on of the week that happened, and our memes and our weenie of the week, because this one is a big one. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoy this episode of the Chronicles, and now let's roll the clip. Hello everyone, it is Sunday night, Easter. Happy Easter everybody. So the Easter bunny did come to our house today. There weren't any Easter chocolate bunnies. So I'm thinking there weren't any at the store, but the kids were happy with what they got, so that's good. I don't know what Maddox did with the Easter basket. I think he hid it from Carter because I can't seem to find it, so I don't know what he did. I know this is a different look for me, but Sunday nights I do a face mask. I will grab it in a little while and show it to you. So right now I'm cooking boiled eggs in my Ninja Foodie. Those are real easy to do. You just pressure cook them for like 8 minutes, and then you put them in an ice bath, and then you peel the shell off, and it comes off real easily. But I just wanted to vlog today since I usually don't vlog on weekends, but it was Easter. So Carter actually made this craft that we got from our stuff we got from the church. Like a sticker on my foot. It's not done yet because we have to put the ribbon on it, but it's really cute. This is what he made, and this is just foam. So he really enjoyed that, and I might actually look on Amazon or eBay and see if I can find more of those, because he asked me when we were going to do another one. So I just thought that that was a real cute thing to do with him, where we got to sit together and do it, and somehow we are getting low on glue, so I don't know what they have been doing with the glue, but it's almost gone, so they haven't really been making any crafts either, so I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, that's very interesting. Went to the store Friday night. I vlogged on that last week. I still have to wash our masks, but because you can only wear them one time and then you have to wash them because of all the contaminants or whatever. So I'm probably just going to leave them in the car for a while until I know that there's no more germs or whatever on them. And then I will wash them. But yeah, it's just a pretty normal week for us. So I'm going to go check on my eggs and I'll be right back. Okay, so the face mask I'm using is by Elements. It's their Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. This is what it looks like. And this is, how much is in here? 2.5 fluid ounces. I'm not sure if this is the full size. Jesus, Bella, what's she doing under there? If this is the full size of the product or not, but I did get this as a gift for signing up for BoxyCharm. And it's about like a third of the way empty. I use it like every 2 weeks, and then in between there I use the Glow Recipe sleeping mask, which I did get from eBay, these little sample trial ones, and this is what it looks like. They smell like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. You put this on before bed, and then you just leave it on, and it can kind of act as a primer for the next day when you put on makeup. You don't need to wash it off, but if you do use too much, it does leave a residue on your skin, so you want to make sure not to do that. But I just wanted to quick tell you about that because I have it on my face, and those are the two that I usually use. But yeah, we didn't do anything special for Easter today. You know, we made the craft. They had their Easter baskets. We didn't have an Easter egg hunt. We didn't color Easter eggs. Excuse me. Every time I have tried to do that, it hasn't gone well. And then there's just dye everywhere. So it's kind of just something we don't really get into. But hopefully next Easter we'll be in our house and we'll have a nice dinner and we can hide some Easter eggs outside for the kids and have a real good time. But yeah, today was just a crazy day because the boys were fighting a lot, and when I cleaned this weekend, I actually pulled out my couches because there was this smell and I couldn't figure out what it was. And Carter has this problem where he takes poop and it's really weird and he hides it. I think it has to do with his autism. It's very weird because he's 9 years old. He shouldn't be doing this, but it's something that he does and it's not normal. And I was like, why does it smell so bad in here? And I found all these little shit nuggets under the couch, and along with toys and candy wrappers and ice cream wrappers. And yeah, the boys are in trouble for this because they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be shoving things behind the couch. I don't care what it is. But I spent the majority of the night Saturday night cleaning that up, and it did take me a while. I can show you pictures of it. Because I took pictures and I sent them to Andy. But this was one room, or one couch, which wasn't too bad. This is where it got real bad, was the other one. So that was all of the toys that they had put under the couch. But anyway, I'm gonna go peel my eggs and take this off and read my book and go to bed. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Hello everyone. So it is Tuesday night. I did just try to record a vlog and my audio got corrupted, so I have to re-record it. I did have the light on for this video, but my phone is dying. One thing that, being in quarantine, you get bored. One thing that I actually remember that I had was a battery pack for my phone. So this is what it looks like, and it just plugs into my iPhone. So if I can show you, my phone is charging right now. So it is working, but that's why I don't have the light on. Also, I am learning how to do my eyebrows, so that's why they look a little bit darker. This right here is because I don't have any eyebrow hair right there. There was a point in time when I was like, I don't know, maybe 17, that I plucked my eyebrows and I plucked that side too short. And now it has just never grown back. And until I get like a real eyebrow kit for my eyes and I can do like a gradient look with that, with like a brow powder, it's just gonna look a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm learning how to like carve them out with concealer, how to use like a powder to make that gradient look. But I'm not really like a hairy girl anyway. Like my eyebrows I never have to pluck my eyebrows. I have like little tiny blonde baby hairs, but even if I pluck those little ones, those ones always grow back. And those are the ones that you get like here, like down here. And once you put makeup on, you can't see them. So I don't even pluck my eyebrows at all because I don't have to. But they never grow back either. So that's a problem because now I have this area right here that looks all weird. But since we're in quarantine and I was bored, I was like, well, why don't I learn how to do my eyebrows? So I'm going to look around for some eyebrow kits and see if I can find some brow powder so I can eventually make these look even and not so crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of glad to not have the light on because my face is so oily. But today my BoxyCharm box did come. So if you guys want to see the unboxing of that, it will be up on Saturday. And I do every time I do an unboxing the week after, I do a try on of all the stuff that I get in the box that I can use. Skincare, I usually don't because with skincare, it's kind of hard to do a review on it because it takes time. And this month I did get a facial wash, so I mean that you use in the shower. I can't really show you guys that. But that'll be on my beauty channel, Beauty by Steffi. So if you want to go see my BoxyCharm unboxing, kind of what that's all about, that will be over there. But anyway, today the kids kind of ate a lot of their candy and things. I think we're pretty much almost done with it. Yeah, Maddox has like maybe 10 pieces left, but the rest is all just like wrappers. And Carter eats his candy a lot faster than Maddox. So that's that. But yeah, today was just a crazy work day. Like I was super, super busy. And then I had a video chat with a psychologist for Carter because when he was very disruptive and things like that, from like July to October, I set up this appointment. And now he's doing better, but there's still things I want her to work with us. So hopefully we can get the ball rolling there. But the appointment was like 45 minutes long. It was on my lunch hour. I still had to feed the kids and feed myself within this hour. So I was just very stressed out. And I actually had a project I was working on, and my boss told me if I didn't get it done to just do it in the morning. So I was pretty much busy from when I punched in to when I punched out, like just crazy busy. And the boys have been fighting today nonstop. There are shoes on the roof. Our lamp, actually, they managed, I don't know how they did it, but they got the lamp shade off of the lamp, and now I have to call maintenance to fix it because I don't know how to fix the lamp, and it's their lamp. It's not our lamp. Long story. But anyway, it's not my lamp, so I tried. It's not like one that has like little thing and you just set it on top. It's got like these two rods and you have to like wiggle them in there a certain way, and I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I'm going to go look up brow kits now and just hang out and let my phone charge. So until next time, I'll see you guys next time. Hi everyone, it is Wednesday night. I just wanted to come on here because I am pretty fed up this week and I just am stressed out. So today you can actually see my eyebrows again for how they really are. And this one is really thin. But yeah, I'm just really frustrated because days like today where I have such an intense work day, it's like nonstop. Like I will be in the middle of completing a project and I'll get sent another project to do on top of that one. And I just get so busy. I don't have time to chase around my kids, to double check their math homework, to, make sure they're not getting into all these things. And you would think being home, you can do that. But, when you have to focus on your job or you're on the phone or things going on, it takes away from monitoring the kids and things like that. And it's very stressful for me. So, I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't working, but if you aren't working right now, consider that a blessing in disguise because you don't have to deal with the stress that I'm dealing with right now, which is a lot because it is very hard to get my work done when the door is constantly being opened and closed and I can't hear on the phone because the TV is too loud. And every time I want to go to the bathroom or something, I have to wait until I'm done with my work until I can get 5 minutes her like a lull in my day. Like, it is very stressful, and people who think that having a desk job is not stressful obviously have never had one. Like, um, the amount of people that you deal with on the phone and through email, and just the way some of them can come across, is very snippety. And also, it's hard to interpret someone's tone of their email or something. So it could come off as a really nasty email, but they could have not meant it that way. And that's something that's very frustrating, because you have to kind of just let that roll off your back and just continue on with your day, especially when you're dealing with customers. But it is a very hard thing to do. Um, so I've just been really stressed out, and the kids have just been driving me crazy. And they're not like really doing anything wrong. It's just, since they both have ADHD, it's, even with the medication, once the medication starts to wear off at like 4 o'clock, it gets like real crazy in here. Like, the house turns into a zoo. And the thing I'm struggling with is, I realize I can't have them do their homework while I work like I thought I could, which would have been more productive for both of us, both me and them. But I realized I can't do that because, like, for example, in their math book, it has, like I said, it has an answer key in it. And you have to like go through and double check their work and make sure they're doing it correctly. And like, Carter asked me a lot of questions because he's doing fractions right now. So he asked me questions about that. And then there's other sections in there like money, and he'll skip ahead and do those because he's real good at those, because he likes money. So he's very interested in that. He's not so interested in fractions because I don't think he understands what they're used for. I think if he knew and kind of knew how to apply them to everyday life, he'd be more interested, but he's really not. So for him, it's very hard doing these new workbooks with them while I'm working, because I literally have to go over to the table, sit there with them. I have to read Carter the questions because he can't read very well. Maddox pretty much does fine on his own. He might ask me one question like, "Mom, this sounds weird. Can you like rephrase this sentence? I don't understand." But Carter needs a lot of help, and now I have teachers emailing me and things like that, and it's very frustrating. And I'm just like I just said, I'm coming to realize I can't have them do their homework while I work. It's not working out, which means when I get done with my 9-hour workday, then I'm going to have to sit down with my kids for an hour and do homework while their medication has worn off. And there's nothing I can do about it. That's just the way it's going to have to be. And from what I have heard about what's going on, we are not, for the coronavirus, we are not at our peak yet, which means we're not going to flatten the curve right now, which means that we are not going to be off of quarantine come May. It's not happening. This is going to get pushed back to probably June or like July. Like, this is going to be a little while. And maybe some people think I'm extreme by saying that, but it's going to happen. Also with work, things are getting kind of crazy because stimulus checks, if you have direct deposit, they're getting deposited now, and I believe it's going alphabetically. So because my last name starts with a B, mine was processing last week and it just deposited today. So if your last name is in like the first couple letters of the alphabet, you should be seeing your direct deposit pretty soon. If you filed your taxes to have them direct deposited, they're going off your tax return. So however many dependents you claimed, if you had a household, all of those things, that's how your stimulus check is going to pay out. And you do get paid differently if you do have more dependents and things like that, which makes sense. Good Lord. But what is kind of stressing me out is, now that all these stimulus checks are coming back, people are going to be using the ATMs more because they're going to want their money. And I've already seen it firsthand. I saw a transaction today for $1,000, and I haven't seen one of those for a while. I think since around tax time. So that was like a good month and a half ago. So we're going to start seeing that again, which isn't good because if we can't predict when everybody is taking their cash out of the ATMs like you usually can for a holiday or tax time or whatever, you don't know how much money to put in. It's I'm not going to get into the whole logistics of it, but it's a stressful situation for work because it's a big question mark. So there's that. I talked to Carter and Maddox's waiver program worker, and we have a mini trampoline that is coming to our house for the boys. So hopefully that'll help with Maddox running back and forth all day long because it drives me crazy. I can't stand it. What he needs is he needs the stimulation on his feet, of his feet smacking the ground and pounding the ground, and it helps keep him grounded. So when he's on the trampoline, he's getting that, and it's less impact on the floor, and he can do that forever, and it'll be fine. But yeah, also there is one of the boys' shoes on the roof because they threw their shoes up there. So now I have to find a stick and go get that down. And it's like, my house is just destroyed. I am so stressed out. And I have this stupid pimple on my forehead. I'm like, can it just be Friday? Speaking of Friday, so you guys are going to see this before you see all the facts and stuff that I post because I always do my vlog first. So, and this one's getting long, so I have to end it soon. But I'm going to post, I'm hoping on Thursday night or Friday night. It depends on how my day goes. If I don't have time Thursday, I will be posting Friday night, and then that'll be it. But it'll probably be Thursday night that I post, and you guys might see it Friday or Saturday. So that's that. I did order a lot of stuff off of Amazon, so I will be doing a video of an Amazon haul, but that'll be on my other channel, because a lot of it is makeup related stuff. But yeah, I'm just really stressed out right now. I just want the week to be over with, honestly, but then next week starts my on-call week, so I'm stressed out about that too, because the way our on-call system works, and this will be my first week being on call, is you're not just on call for that weekend. You're on call for the whole week. Like, the whole week, you are on call. Like, your phone will ring at 8 o'clock at night. I am stressed out. So I just need this weekend to, for everything to kind of, chill and calm down, and for Maddox to go with his dad and to see Andy and to just kind of, right? So when I got this, I can't even fill this out. This is my absentee ballot. I can't even fill it out because it would be... Okay, so let's now go through our facts and things like that. I was in the right section and I just closed it. Where are we at here? All right, so... this one I found... I was a little bit confused at first because I didn't know what I was looking at, but Monday, the coronavirus has had a big surge for the disabled community and all of the assisted living places and things like that. This is a separate one. Colorado brewery drives around selling beer like the ice cream truck. What's ice cream truck? I find that very cool. This is still Monday. I just found this funny. So on Green Bay Crime Reports, they do police calls, and this is one of the police calls. Velp ab, smell of marijuana, ongoing issue for the past 16 years. If it's been ongoing that long, just give it up. Okay, pretty soon weed's going to be legal in all states anyway, so who really cares? I gotta move this because I'm exporting a video. Okay, I don't know if this is real or not. This is from theonion.com. Executive order designating Grand Canyon as morgue. Is that supposed to be a joke? Because I don't know. Maybe Trump really decided to do something like that. Here's a meme. When does season 2 of 2020 start? I do not like season 1. Sis, me either. For Carter and Maddox's baseball team, they have officially postponed the season. So they're saying this doesn't mean that they won't have a season, but it's not going to start on June 6th. So their baseball has been postponed. 30 more people were diagnosed with coronavirus in Brown County this weekend.
Coronavirus?
22 of those people were hospitalized. There is no such thing as a perfect parent, so just be a real one. And that's something that I just found kind of cute that I thought could kind of uplift people.
What do I have to do?
Do 20 minutes of Pebble Go.
Why? Can you tell me how many Pebble goes?
Do one whole section.
Oh,
It means you got to go through each of the tabs until you get to the end with the video. If you don't get to the end with the video, you're not done. It's part of their science stuff that they're doing. Science and history. It's an app on their launch pad. Okay, so this was Monday, and we're gonna circle round back to this. This will come for full circle at the end
full service
of my little recap here, but this is still Monday. It says good news. Governor Evers says Wisconsin is starting to flatten curve. I've already talked about this. We'll come back to that. But that's what Governor Evers said on Monday. This is Tuesday. Maybe we should bring back these masks. You can't breathe on anyone. And they're the old school Halloween masks that were like hard plastic and you would like sweat your face off wearing them. I think that's pretty funny. Did anyone think to test this man's blood for a cure? And it's a picture of Ozzy Osbourne, you know, because he bit off the bat head. And then Tuesday, so this is a month after he said we were flattening the curve. Evers could be a month before lockdown lifts. A little bit of foreshadowing. When can this be over? When this is over, can we keep the tape personal space markers on the stores? Now, I like that one because I personally agree with that, and I think that we should keep those on the stores because I'm sick of people ramming their carts into me at the grocery store when you're at Walmart and you're going to pay. You know, the little pay thing is there, but it's still near the conveyor, and you have people like ramming their cart into you like, bitch, move. Returning to work is going to be super difficult, especially having to go back to only one lunch a day. Now, I can attest to this because I do snack throughout the day while I work, so I'm going to have to bring me a big old bunch of snacks to eat because maybe a whole separate lunchbox just with snacks because I do snack during the day now a lot. Police department reminds residents to wear pants while checking mailbox. I mean, I know that we're all home in quarantine, but could you guys at least put some pants on, maybe? Consumer First Alert stimulus check scams. So there are currently 3 scams that we know of. If you are getting a check in the mail, it should say that it's from the Department of Treasury or the IRS or whatever. You know, if it says it's from a second party, you shouldn't be opening that. Okay, so then this one, and I did actually read this story. This is from Thursday, today. Police say a man intentionally coughed on a hospital worker after being denied a mask. So this was at St. Vincent Hospital. When you pull up to the valet, a valet person does come out and they ask you to step out of the vehicle and they're in your last name, and then they give you like a little wristband to wear and they take your car. Well, apparently this couple pulled up, and when the valet person came out, they asked for a mask because they said they couldn't find any and they couldn't afford one. Then the hospital valet person said they're only allowed to give them out to hospital workers. So this man who was driving this car intentionally stuck his head out the window and tried to cough on the valet worker. And then they drove off. This was filed with the police department, but they said the hospital said they did not want to press charges and that this was an isolated incident. Honestly, I feel like that is so stupid. Especially because you can make a mask out of a t-shirt like I did. Why don't you use your brain and get on Google instead of coughing on people? Hold on, this video's done. Instead of coughing on people, and look up how to make a mask at home. It's not hard to do. Like, there's so many weenies out there. I can't believe it. 2 inmates escape Wisconsin prison. This was in Portage, Wisconsin, and it says they are headed towards the Madison area. If you want to see a picture of what they look like, I mean, that's what they look like. Apparently, they probably look different now because they've probably been in prison like forever. And then, yeah, this hit today around 2 o'clock. Wisconsin governor extends safer at home order until May 26th. Didn't I say we were going to come full circle here? So this will be 2 full months plus a day of quarantine for us. And we haven't started to flatten the curve yet. So we might be waiting even longer after we flatten the curve just to make sure we're safe. So when I said before I may be extreme, this is what I meant. See now? And he did extend it. Like, that was before I ever knew about this. This says today. It is Thursday. You can clearly see on here it says today. So I did not make that up. I knew it was coming. Okay, and then this is going to be our weenie of the week. Do I have anything after that? No. Okay, so this is our weenie of the week, and actually I do have the article for you guys, so I can read it to you. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it easily, so you might have to bear with me, but we're going to pull this up just so that I can show you our weenie of the week. This is an offender, someone who decided he was going to shoot somebody. So this is what the guy looks like right here. Our weenie of the week. His name is Marcus George Stokes. And he was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, possession of a firearm by a felon, and misdemeanor bail jumping in the death of Kelvin James Barber Jr. He is currently being held at Brown County Jail awaiting arraignment. So here's a little bit of the backstory on the murder. Usually they don't give us this much information on Green Bay crime reports, so I'm actually pretty surprised that they did. But it says on March 24th, 2020 at approximately 10:55 a.m., officers from the Green Bay Police Department responded to a 911 call regarding an apparently deceased male at a residence in the 2200 block of Imperial Lane. Upon arrival, officers located a 35-year-old male, who I just said, Kelvin James Barber Jr., deceased. So detectives were called to investigate. So during the investigation, Mr. Stokes was identified as a person of interest. He's the guy who was charged. So where's the part about the gun? Oh, here it is. Officers and detectives from the Green Bay Police Department recovered a firearm from a yard near the location of the incident. Although the investigation detectives were able to determine that the firearm was potentially the weapon used in the homicide. After further forensic examination by the Wisconsin State Crime Lab, they found the firearm was positively determined to be the weapon used in the homicide. So that is our weenie of the week. I do not think it is very wise for anyone to do anything to put themselves in prison, and I think it's very horrible that there are people out here killing other people when there is literally a virus killing us. And I don't feel like it's just very like the type of mentality that we need to be in. We don't need to be seeing these things. We don't need to, these things need to not be happening. Also, and I didn't get any screenshots of it, but there has been a lot of graffiti going on in the area, and it's a lot of the same message where it says COVID-19 is a lie, and then there's some kind of like Illuminati type of controversial type of symbols in there. If you are going out and spray painting these buildings and saying these things, the first thing I want you to do is work on your penmanship, because it really fucking sucks. The second thing I want you to do is go home and huff your paint instead, because nobody wants to see this shit. Seriously, like I can't with some people. Um, so right now, anyway, Maddox is doing his homework. They both did their math homework already, which took us about a half hour. It takes Carter a while. And I actually didn't get done with work until almost 6 o'clock today. But you guys have heard enough about me talk about my day already. So that is the end of this week's Chronicles. If you liked it, give it a like. If you're new, please subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.